Ariel with Kevin Thorne versus Francine.
Contest is an extreme catfight.
Francine has had enough and charges, tackling Ariel to the mat. She strips Ariel of her outer garments and tosses her around the ring, much to the delight of the crowd. Kevin Thorne sees enough and steps in, grabbing Francine. This brings out Balls Mahoney, steel chair in hand, and connecting with a loud crack on Thorne's head. This would be the last appearance of ECW's The Queen of Extreme Francine on a WWE screen. Starting on Raw, Candice Michelle faces Lita.
This is the first round of the Women's Championship Tournament.
In the opening round of the tournament to crown a new women's champion. This is a rematch from last week, where Candice scored a huge upset over the former women's champ. Before the match, Lita grabs the mic and states that,
"Just get one thing straight, I shouldn't even be here right now.
As the former champion,
That title should have just been given back to me."
she reveals that she met with the coach and got to choose her own referee.
The next WWE champion and my boyfriend, Edge.
Edge makes a point of checking the ladies carefully, then flat out spears Candice before the opening lockup. Lita goes for the pin and wins, but John Cena rushes out to clear the heels from the ring. 6-person tag team match. Idol Stevens, Casey James, and Michelle McCool versus Brian Kendrick, Paul London, and Ashley. The match starts with the high-flying champions, utilizing their speed and agility to take an early advantage. They execute quick tags, focusing on his arm, applying various holds and strikes to weaken him, even JBL. On commentary says James' resemblance to wrestling legend Bobby Eaton. Idol Stevens, seeing his partner in trouble, yanks down the ropes, sending London spilling to the floor with a nasty thud. This shifts the momentum, and London becomes the face in peril. Michelle McCool, seizing an opportunity, delivers a humiliating slap to London, drawing boos from the crowd. Despite the relentless onslaught, London fights back, showcasing his resilience. He dodges a double-team movement. London finally makes the hot tag to Kendrick. Kendrick enters the ring like a house on fire, taking down both Stevens and James with flurry of kicks and close lines, clearing the way for Ashley to go after McCool. Ashley tackles Michelle, and the two women roll around, trading blows. Casey James tries to come to Michelle's aid, but Kendrick catches him with a sunset flip off the top rope. The combined impact of the sunset flip and the drop salt is enough to keep James down for the count. Candice Michelle versus Lita. Lita, unimpressed, began the match by clubbing Candice with ease. The crowd chanted in French, making it difficult to discern their sentiments. Candice managed to land a spinning heel kick, but Lita remained unfazed and took control again. She bounced Candice's head and back off the apron, displaying her dominance. A snap near from Lita earned a 2 count, followed by a 2 press for another near fall. Lita then applied a chin loss, asserting her control over the match. Candice fought back with a few elbows, but was quickly dragged down by her hair. Lita executed a Russian leg sweep for another 2 count. In a brief moment of resilience, Candice caught Lita with a schoolgirl roll-up, but only for a 2. Lita, irritated, resumed her assault with a series of clubs, signaling that she was ready to end the match. However, just as Lita was about to finish Candice, Mickie James ran out to distract her. Seizing the opportunity, Candice hit a powerbomb on Lita, securing the surprising victory. Tag team match, Edge, Randy Orton, and Lita versus John Cena, Carlito, and Trish Stratus. The match began with Randy Orton and Cena squaring off. Orton got the early advantage, but Cena quickly countered with the throwback for a near fall. Carlito tagged in to go after Orton, leading to a fast-paced slugfest. Orton, using his cunning, stumped Carlito's eye and tagged in Edge. Carlito responded with a dropkick. Cena tagged back in, causing Edge to retreat and tag in Lita. Trish Stratus eagerly tagged in and immediately went after Lita, pounding her down in the corner. Lita with a clothesline, but Trish quickly turned it around with a schoolgirl pin for a 2 count. Trish then slapped Orton, provoking him to enter the ring, which led to all the faces piling in and scaring off the heels. We returned to find Lita chin-locking Trish. Trish managed to hit a nice neckbreaker and tagged in Carlito. Carlito and Orton resumed their battle, with Carlito hitting a mister. Wrestling 2-knee lift and a springboard back elbow. Carlito's momentum was cut short when Orton threw him out of the ring, allowing Edge and Lita to attack him. Edge then entered the ring, doing jumping jacks to taunt Cena. Edge hit a great standing drop kick and a corner spear, and Orton came in to boot Carlito in the rib. Cena, frustrated, tried to help but ended up distracting the referee, allowing the heels to triple team Carlito. Despite this, Carlito mounted a brief comeback, only to be booted by Edge in clothesline for another near fall. Lita tagged in to give Carlito a few kicks, but it didn't last long. Orton resumed the beating, using the ropes for leverage as Edge choked Carlito. Cena was visibly upset, not appreciating the underhanded tactics. Carlito fought back with an Anguajiri on Orton, setting up a hot tag opportunity. However, Edge pulled Cena off the apron, preventing the tag. Trish tagged in instead and took Lita down. The match broke down into chaos as everyone brawled around the rings. Lita hit a snap suplex on Trish, but Trish countered with the Stratosphere. She prepared for the chick kick, but Orton intercepted with an RKO, leaving Trish prone for Lita to pin her. Trish's last match on Raw before her retirement was against Mickie James. The match began with Trish gaining control with a headlock, followed by a thess press with fists. Mickie attempted to turn the tide by mounting the ropes, but Trish intercepted her. A double close flying spot left both competitors down, setting the stage for a dramatic moment. Mickie once again ascended the turnbuckle, but this time Trish anticipated her move. Trish then unleashed a series of elbows and executed a wind-up head scissors. However, Mickie managed to dodge the chick kick and rolled up Trish for a close 2 count. As the match neared its climax, Lita made a sudden appearance at ringside. Seizing the moment, Trish used Stratus action to not only knock Lita off the apron but also secure the pinfall victory over Mickie James. Women's Championship match, Trish Stratus versus Lita. Lita made her entrance first met with a chorus of boos. The fans were already chanting "Thank you Trish" even before Trish came out. When Trish's music hit, the crowd erupted with a huge pop. Jim Ross noted that Trish and the Fabulous Moolah were tied with 6 title reigns each, and a win tonight could make Trish the only woman to hold the title 7 times. As the bell rang, Trish and Lita locked up, with Trish backing Lita into the ropes and breaking clean. Lita responded with a shove, but Trish quickly took her down with a close line for an early 2 count. Trish followed up with a handstand into a spinning head scissors, sending Lita to the floor. Trish capitalized by hitting a thess press off the ring apron onto Lita. The battle continued outside the ring, with Trish giving Lita a handstand into a Rana on the floor. Back inside, Trish pummeled Lita near the bottom rope, but Lita retaliated by ramming Trish's face into the mat repeatedly. Lita choked Trish on the bottom rope, then snapped, snared her, and applied a sleeper hold. Trish fought out with some elbows, but Lita yanked her down by the hair. Lita rammed Trish's head into the turnbuckles and kicked her in the gut repeatedly. Trish reversed the position, choking Lita with her boot, and then unleashed a series of chops, licking her hand before the final one. Trish hit a stinger splash, but Lita countered with an elbow. Lita climbed the rope and Trish attempted a handstand Rana, but Lita caught her, leading to a slug fist on the top rope. Both women tumbled to the floor. Back in the ring, Lita tried for a moonsault, but Trish moved out of the way, causing Lita crash to the mat. Trish then went for Stratus action, but Lita threw her over the top rope. Lita dragged Trish back into the ring for another 2 counts. Growing frustrated, she hit Trish with a series of kicks and a knee to the gut, followed by a suplex for another near fall. Lita, trash-talking and slapping Trish, applied another sleeper hold. Trish fought up and hit a neck breaker. Both women were slow to get up, leading to an exchange of punches. Trish finally caught Lita with the handstand Rana out of the corner and followed up with the chick kick, but Lita kicked out at 2. Lita raked Trish's eyes and attempted twist of fate, but Trish reversed it into Stratus action. Trish shifted into a sunset flip. Trish rolled through and ended up on her feet, holding Lita's legs, then applied the sharpshooter. The crowd erupted in the loudest pop of the night. Lita struggled but eventually tapped out, giving Trish the victory in her 7th Women's Championship.